Now, in Ohio, your overall enrollment numbers that we got from the federal government were 1,150 people signed up in that first month, less than 10% of the number the federal government was hoping for. Obviously, a lot of that's because the website failures. Can you tell us how many of those are under the age of 35, or are we looking at older, sicker people?
We don't have the exact numbers, but in our conversations with the companies, the majority of that 1,150 are individuals who are sicker. So unfortunately, it's the opposite effect that we need in order for Obamacare to be successful.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Lieutenant Governor Taylor. We appreciate your taking the time. Just trying to get the reporting here and the numbers. Obviously, those are some pretty grim numbers out front tonight. Now, former Clinton advisor Paul Begala and National Review columnist Reihan Salam. Paul, let me give you a chance to respond to what the Lieutenant Governor just said. And I'll note, obviously, she's a Republican, okay, but she was sharing numbers here. She's saying older people are signing up, not younger, and premiums are going to go up 41%. How in the world is that going to work?
Well, first off, premiums aren't going up. She's wrong. I've already gotten rebates. Lots of millions of Americans have already gotten rebates because of Obamacare.
How do you know she's wrong? She is the insurance commissioner for the state of Ohio.
Because I'm giving you the yeah, big deal. We hear the facts.
Okay, well, I mean, Paul,
she's
I love
an elected
you, but that is
politician,
her job, right?
No, but she's an elected politician. She's going to say whatever she needs to say to advance her political agenda. Maybe she believes it. My point is, we have the slowest rate of increase for health inflation since Obamacare passed that we've had since we started measuring this. This stuff is already working. Now, the website is terrible. It's awful. But for 85% of us who already have insurance, this thing is a stone winner without ever having to go online. Because of the medical loss ratio rule in there, I've already gotten a rebate. Because of the changes in Medicare, women in Medicare now get mammograms. The donut hole is closed. I can keep my college-age kid on my account until he's 26. Lots of really good reforms. And this has been good for cost, not bad. And that's just the real numbers. That's the real fact.
Interesting point. Reihan, I know you're probably going to say part of the reason costs have been in check is the economy, which is true. And part of it could also be what Paul is saying.
Has been slowing down for several years now, yeah.
Right. Okay. What about the point, though? I mean, obviously, I don't want to get into an argument over the numbers in Ohio, because
Sure.
I don't have the we have to go on the facts that she's giving us. But obviously, Paul's skeptical of her point of view. But this does go along with the study that I just showed, which showed that you're going to see doctor copays, generic drug copays, and premiums go up.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's going to vary dramatically from state to state because different states have different insurance regulations. So, for example, in a state like New York State, you're going to see some decreases in what people are going to pay on the individual market.
Right.
But in most other states, you're going to see pretty substantial increases in the premiums that people are going to be paying. And again, that also partly depends on your health status and many other characteristics. But I think that the picture is not as rosy as I think Paul thinks it is. It's true that it's a little bit better in some states, but in most states, people are really seeing rate shock. This is not made up. This is not imaginary. It's a real issue that's affecting a lot of real people. That doesn't mean that the idea behind the law wasn't admirable, but it does mean that there are a lot of big issues that people are going to be struggling to fix, and it's going to take years.
So maybe the whole concept of providing insurance for everybody at a lower cost wasn't possible, and it's still worth providing insurance for everybody, even if it costs more. I mean, right? That's a moral conversation. But Paul,
you just have to acknowledge the costs,
right.
Yeah.
But Paul, let me ask you this.
It's an economic conversation. All of us who play by the rules and pay for insurance have built in, on average, a $1,200 tax that I already pay for these young invincibles who don't carry health insurance and then crash their motorcycle into a tree. So we're already paying just in the most bass-backward way that we can because we don't have universal coverage. Once you get universal coverage, it only makes sense. That's how insurance works. The more people you get in the pool, as you keep pointing out, especially these young invincibles, the better it is.